What's up, guys? This is Sakabato for V-TamerdotEXE YouTube channel, here to talk about Mastemon in BT4 yellow version. So I wanted to talk about this deck in general because this is probably the deck that I enjoy the most in this format, as well as I feel like it has just like a really good matchup overall within most of the meta. I feel like it's super strong. It has a lot of good stuff, and it's actually really good because a lot of particular cards in the deck that I like to talk over a little bit later. So here you go. We'll go right onto the deck profile. I'll go over, simple combos and stuff like that along the way, as well as just like reasons why I think these are the cards I chose. So of course we'll start off with the babies. So we have 3 Upumon, 1 Koromon. Upumon's fairly self-explanatory. Since you're playing Mastemon, you're most likely going to be at 3 security or less, and being able to draw to get very good consistent draws into stuff that you can get in your hand, I think is really good. Compared to just playing the Koromon. The Koromon, I feel, is a little bit more situational, but it's needed there just in case if you need to kill something that's fairly high in DP. So getting good consistency with Upamon just seems like the better plan with this deck in particular. And just, again, having the small cube Koromon package just in case if you need to delete something very high in DP. So next we're going to go through the rookies. So the first thing we have here is, of course, just like, the vanilla Tsukaimon's 4 of. Very good to just, to drop it off, memory choke. I do believe in this format in particular, memory choking is very important. It's even before the 1.5 format. I think just being able to really control your opponent's memory, because there's so much stuff that your opponent can do in this particular format. So giving them as less opportunities to kind of do stuff, it seems very good. So hence why I run 4 of the vanilla Tsukaimons. Next, of course, we're going with the 3 Pulsemons. The Pulsemons are probably, is probably the best rookie in the format right now. Of course, if you guys don't know the effects, it has, if you have 3 or more security, you draw 1, and then if you have 3 or less security, you gain 1 memory. So this card is fairly important. You can recover it, of course, off of Mastemon, but in being able to draw a card, and the most important actually effect of this is having to gain 1 memory off of it. Being able to play Mastemon for 3 is so powerful. Being to keep your turn, playing another body on it as well, as well as keeping your turns, just seems super strong. Again, playing Mastemon technically for 3, it just seems super strong. So we play 3 of these. So next we play 3 Salomons. Very self-explanatory. Since you are, especially if you are going against like very aggressive decks like Blue Imperial, recovery is very needed. So just having a rookie that is able to help you recover is very good. Same with the Padawan. The Padawan is very good here. The promo Padawans are very good to help you recover, gain a little bit more board presence. I chose Patamons over Lucimons as of right now because A, unfortunately, I don't own any Lucimons, and B, I think just having a decent high rookie count seems fairly good just so you have decent plays. You don't have to hard play these as much. Again, just recovering off of this using a Mastemon, pretty much you're not losing anything if you pretty much trash and then just revive this. Of course, it's situational at times as well, since it's only at 1 or less security you can recover. We played 2 Bushi Agamons here. Bushi Agamon, of course, is just a decent rookie. You recover off the Mastemon and then gain rush to attack your opponent. Seems very good there. Otherwise, it seems okay, as unfortunately you just have to find your ways to actually end game with this. So next we have the champions. We play 3 Turimons. Of course, the one Digivolve Vanillas, 6k cost, very self-explanatory, very cheap, efficient Digimon to Digivolve up to. Same with the Pitomons here. The Pitomons we play 4 of. Of course, it's a blocker, but also having that cheap Digi-Evolution cost is very good for this format in general. Next, I think this, in my opinion, is the glue that keeps the deck together, is Gatomons here. So it has the effect of, if you have a purple Digimon on play, it becomes a blocker, as well as on play effect, you recover 1 if you have 3 or less security. So being able to revive this is probably the best target for Mastemon in general. I unfortunately don't have a playset of it, so I only own 3, so I do only play 3 right now. So, but if I did have another Gatomon, I'd probably play a full playset of this and maybe cut a Pitomon or one of the other cards that are going to be showing up right now to play a full playset. Next is going to be like a spicy tech that I like in general, which is the Meikomon. So Meikomon states on play, if you have 3 for your security, you get you minus 4k DP onto one of your opponent's Digimon. So it's a decent body, not too high of a DP or anything. Decently cost, hard play. What's really important actually is this minus 4k DP until end of turn. Again, since you're playing Mastemon, you're most likely going to be at 3 or less security. And when you do this and recover it off of Mastemon, the combo is to use the War Greymon that you should be playing as one of your ultimates, to Digiburst, probably even Digiburst this off of, and then when you go into Mastemon, you play this, and it's pretty much like a mini slash Angemon, but you have 2 bodies instead of 1, so you're able to kind of aggressively attack your opponent more while controlling the board by minus 4k in DPing, or minus even 8k DP, again, if you use the War Greymon effect to kind of do that. Speaking of War Greymon, we play 4 of, as starting with our ultimates. So our War Greymon, just probably one of the best cards in yellow, in my opinion, probably the best card in yellow, since it's being played continuously even up to the BT6 format, if you look at the Japanese deck lists. Of course, just Digiburst 2 minus 4k DP to one of your opponent's Digimon until end of turn. The Inheritable is not that bad too. If you have 3 of your security, this card gets the Digimon plus 1 DP. So if you have this under a Mastemon and you want to swing over like anything 12k or higher, so let's say like a Hercules Kabuterimon, they have arrested and you go up the Mastemon, you can play the Mastemon, and if it's still your turn, let's say you have a Pulsemon or whatnot, you're going to swing over that arrested Hercules Kabuterimon and be okay, since Mastemon is a 12k DP Digimon. Next, we have Ryze Greymon, so we play 3 of. It has the Digiburst 2 to play a red or yellow Tamer from your hand without spending his memory costs. Very, very good, in my opinion. Probably one of the other really good Digimon that has Digiburst as well. Just being able to play your TKs for free is very good, as well as it not saying the on-play effect does not play, so you're able to actually use the effect of TK once you use the Digiburst 2 here. Just very strong. Next, to round off our ultimates, we do play 2 Andrewwomans. Just a very, actually, decently cost Digimon if you really need to hard play something, even as an ultimate. Decent hard cost, decent amount of Digivolve cost, as well as just the being able to recover 1. Seems very good, especially if you are going against, again, very aggro-focused decks like Imperial Dramon, Rookie Rush, and stuff like that. So next, we're going to go into our Mega Package. We have 2 Slash Angemons. Slash is just really, really good in this format, especially with War Greymon in the format right now. So being able to kill anything that 12k DP or lower just seems really good as a Digimon, not to just kind of play in yellow as of right now. One tech that I do personally like, you can choose another Slash Digimon if you don't like this card, if you or depending on your meta. If you're seeing a lot of like aggressive decks, I think this card is actually very good. Because when you Digivolve, it's on Digivolve you recover 2. So being able to recover 2 is very good. And then at the end of your opponent's turn, you trash the top of your security stack. So being able to kind of get some stuff in your trash doesn't seem that bad, especially with the recovery. And if you don't have like any Digiburst effects to kind of put stuff in your trash to help get Mastemon value, this is not too bad to start getting some stuff in the trash. And of course, we're going to our boss monster pretty much. We are playing 4 Mastemons, the main card for this deck. If you guys don't know this effect, it's a when Digivolving, you get to, everybody, both you and your opponent, trash the top of your security card, but as you as your player get to get anything that's level 4, so any champions or lower, from the trash and put it into play. And the play effects do happen. So being able to go into this and then getting another body just is really good. The deck is toolboxy enough where if you're playing different techs in either the level 3 or level 4s, let's say you're playing Lucimons, being able to recover 1 off of Lucimons, pretty much negating the trash effect that you are playing yourself, as well as just any other tech that you're willing to play in that level 3 or 4 slot is really good. Again, spamming the board, having a good toolbox to just choose whatever you want, it's just super powerful, and that's why I love this card. And then we are playing just one level 7, so this level 7 is Millennium on, so unfortunately we're playing 4 and then 3, so we're playing 4 purple and then 3 megas, yellow megas. So just having a Millennium on, you could in theory play a Valda Arm as well, and you can play either 1 or 2, depending on what you want to do with your version of Mastemon. But my Mastemon would like Millennium, since Millennium is just super hard to like deal with, especially against like very heavy removal type decks like Yellow or Greymon, Red Yellow Security. Just going into Millennium and then spinning 1 to the bottom of your opponent's deck, it's just super strong and just very hard to kill. So we play 1. Next, we are going to the other cards that we are playing currently. So we are playing 2 Blinding Ray, trash the top of your security stack, and then gain 2 memory for 0 is super, super strong. Again, with Mastemon being able to trash the top of security, not having to rely on your opponent to start swinging at you to get some value from your trash back onto into a Mastemon is just super strong. Unfortunately, it does not have a security effect. So usually when you're playing TKs or whatnot for your Tamers, if you see this in your security stack, you most likely want to get it, unless you have to really fix your hand. But this is probably the card that you want to get at most from security stack. Alright, so last but not least, we're going to be talking about the Tamers here. So, of course, we are playing TKs. Again, if you guys don't know what TK does, what on-play effect, you look at your security stack and can choose 1. If it's yellow, recover 1. And, of course, it's the Memory Tamers. Memory Tamers are super important, especially since you don't want to be memory choked in this format. If you are getting memory choked, you're not going to be able to play as much plays as you can compared to other decks. Again, in this format, you really need that memory. And then hitting 3 to do some combos like, again, Mastemon into Pulsemon to put you to 3 to continue your turn. It's just very powerful. You always need to play Memory Tamers. This Tamer is just really good in general as well for yellow. And the last but not least, the last card I want to kind of showcase is Kari Kamiya. So this purple Kari has the ability of all turns, if your security stack has been removed, any one security stack has been removed, you can rest this to gain 1 memory. So this card is very good in a lot of different situations. So if your opponent's kind of like rushing you or whatnot, But if they don't have like a memory tamer, you're able to kind of rest this to kind of start memory choking them for being aggressive. And if you have like 2 against like a very aggressive deck, it's so good because you're pretty much, even if they do have a memory tamer, you're just pretty much choking them to like having so little plays, and then you're able to continue on your plays as well. Kari also has the ability to do stuff with Mastemon, so if you trash the top of your security, you can rest Kari to gain 1 memory. Again, if you have 3 or more you can just keep your turn with using this Kari. And it's also kind of nice combo ability with the Salomon, as we were talking about earlier, where if you keep on trashing the top of security, even if your opponent's not attacking you, you can use this to gain 1 memory and just kind of like force your opponent for turning, trying to put your opponent into like a weird spot. So I really like this card. This card has actually been helpful so many ways within this deck. Unfortunately, I think 2 is the correct instead of having to play 3 more, since having this card in hand is not the most beneficial, but it is what it is sometimes. So that's the deck profile for Mastemon Yellow. Hope you guys enjoy this. We are going to be trying to continue on making more content for this YouTube channel. We do like talking about other stuff as well, so if you guys can join us anytime on our YouTube channel and support us as anytime you can, that'll be very helpful. But this is Sakabato signing out. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Signing out.